Artificial intelligence is the study and creation of computer systems that can carry out routine activities without human involvement, but still require human intellect for tasks like speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation. It is an interdisciplinary skill with a range of viewpoints. The IT sector is undergoing a progressive transformation due to the advancement of AI. Even though AI is touted as one of the emerging technologies with the most outstanding advantages, many corporate tycoons and tech enthusiasts still view it as a severe threat to humanity, necessitating further research into the potential effects of AI on society as a whole. We were in awe with our greatness when we created artificial intelligence, a single consciousness that gave rise to a whole race of robots. You know, the development of artificial intelligence is incredible and frightening simultaneously. I would love to see AI robots do my house chores, clean my room, and converse with me, but I don't want them to yap off my head with a single strike. That's why we'll discuss the potential threats and dangers of artificial intelligence. Elon Musk warned the globe about AI with his quote, "I tried to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This is futile. I tried for years. It's less of a worry now than it used to be, mostly due to a more fatalistic attitude. It's not necessarily bad, it's just definitely going to be outside of human control. The thing that's going to be tricky is that there's going to be a very temptation to use AI as a weapon. This could be very tempting in fact, and will be used as a weapon on the ramp to serious AI. The danger is going to be more humans using it against each other. I think most likely that'll be the danger." According to some researchers' findings, the first broadly intelligent machines are expected to have substantial cognitive edge right away in at least some domains, including the ability to multitask in ways that are impossible for a biological organism, the capability for flawless memory, and a far greater knowledge base. Therefore, the realistic worry about potential extinction-level events from digital superintelligence comes from when they narrow AI begin artificial general intelligence, when it's conceivable that we will take steps to improve our chances. In contrast, to limit AI presented by modern computers, AGI is intelligence demonstrated by machines. A system is described by its top-level functional skills such as reasoning, knowledge, planning, learning, communication, perception, and the capacity to move or control things. Many different components are involved when these capabilities are implemented in software or hardware today with our seemingly endless desire for better, faster, and cheaper technology. We collectively contribute and build AI systems whether we know it or not. As Elon Musk put it, we're a biological bootloader for AI. Elon Musk has warned us several times about the risks posed by artificial intelligence, which in his opinion can wipe out the entirety of human civilization. Consider the time Elon received an invitation to the South by Southwest annual conference. Elon finally broke his silence on AI, saying that if its development is unchecked, it may become more extremely dangerous than nuclear weapons. Musk had this to say, "Well, you could argue that any group of people, like a company, is essentially a collective of people and machines. That's what a company is. And then there are different levels of complexity in the way that these companies are formed, and there's like a collective AI in the Google sort of search where we sort of plugged in as like nodes on the network, like leaves on a big tree. We're all feeding this network without questions and answers. We're all collectively programming the AI, and Google puts us older humans that connect to it in one giant cybernetic collective. This is true of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all these social networks. They're all giant cybernetic collectives." Musk then went on to say, "I made those comments some years ago, but it feels like we are biological bootloader or AI effectively. We are building it, and we're building progressively greater intelligence. And the percentage of intelligence that is not human is increasing. Eventually, we will represent a very small percentage of intelligence." While detractors and skeptics disagree, some refer to the fear of extinction due to a superintelligent AI as alarmist propaganda, or something we should only worry about in the distant future. Undoubtedly, limited AI pose significant threats to humans now. Lethal autonomous weapons are a subset of autonomous military systems that can locate and engage targets independently, depending on parameters and description that have been pre-programmed. According to the current U.S. policy, autonomous weapon systems must be made such that commanders and operators can apply the proper amount of human discretion when employing force. But would nations like China or Russia adopt and adhere to these policies? Nearly by itself, the question is unanswered. Automation is a concern brought on by present limited AI. While there is a significant possibility of job losses as a result of automation, people who are impacted would suffer greatly. By no means can our culture ever bounce back from it. However, there are risks associated with developing ostensibly harmful AI systems that might one day become cancerous. Systems with limited AI are designed to automate repetitive operations and meet human demands. As a result, modern AI is produced in our likeness. The AI is informed strangely by the human limbic system and all those things as a sort of primal drives. There are all these things that we like hate and fear. They're all on the internet, and they're a projection of our limbic system. It's a measure like the success of those online systems is sort of a function of how much limbic resonance we can achieve with people. The more limbic resonance, the more engagement. Things are getting more and more connected. They're at this point constrained by bandwidth. Our input-output is slow, particularly output. Our first automatic response would be to wonder if there was ever a moment where we could have done something to stop it and our darkest fears have come true. The emergence of digital superintelligence led to a global destruction. We don't know which is the obvious response, but there is a reasonable first step. The creation of the public sector policies and regulations for developing and regulating AI constitutes artificial intelligence regulation. According to National Public Radio, Elon Musk urged for control of AI research in 2017. He was unenthused to promoting governmental monitoring that may influence his sector, but he thought the risks of doing so were too high. I think people don't normally like the way that regulations work. Is very slow indeed. So usually it'll be something new technology that will cause damage or death and there will be an outcry. There will be an investigation. Years will pass. There will be some sort of insight committee. There will be rulemaking. Then there will be oversight and eventually regulations. This takes many years and the normal course of things. If you look at, say, an automotive regulation, how long did it take for the first seatbelts to be implemented? To be required? You know, the water industry fought for seatbelts, I think, for more than a decade successfully. Fought any regulations on seatbelts, even though the numbers were extremely obvious. If you have any seatbelt, you would be far less likely to die or be seriously injured. It was unequivocal, and the industry fought this for years successfully. Eventually, after many people died, the regulation insisted on seatbelts. This time frame is not relevant to AI. It can't take 10 years from the point, which is dangerous. It's too late. The technological singularity is a hypothetical period in which uncontrollable and reversible technology advancements leads to unanticipated changes in human society. According to an intelligence explosion, the most well-known interpretation of the singularity concept. A self-upgradable intelligence agent will eventually enter a runway reaction of self-improvement cycles, with each new and more intelligent generation appearing more quickly, causing an explosion of intelligence and leading to a powerful superintelligence that quantitatively far exceeds all human intelligence. Along with Elon Musk, many other prominent thinkers like Stephen Hawking have voiced the fear that developmental of full into artificial intelligence might lead to the extinction of humans. The Future of Humanity Institute says that likelihood of human extinction before the year 2100 is 5% according to estimates. There's been a great deal of discussion on the effects of singularity and whether or not it would be good or bad for humanity. AGI will most likely be created by 2040 to 2050, according to a median likelihood estimate of 50% of 4 surveys by AI experts Nick Bostrom and Vincent Mueller conducted in 2012 and 13. People call it the singularity, and that's probably the only way they could think about it. It's a singular, and it's hard to predict, like a black hole. What happens past the event horizon? It could be terrible, it could be great. It's not clear, but one thing is for sure, we can't control it. Elon Musk is frequently criticized for concentrating in creating AI systems like Neuralink. While he cautions about the risks of AI, he also discusses the implantable brain-machine interface. While some may see this as hypocrisy, Elon Musk and many others working in the field of artificial intelligence think that fusing AI and humans is the only way to solve the issue of AI control and alignment truly. The merge scenario with AI is the one that seems probably the best. If you can't beat it, join it. So from a long-term existential standpoint, that's the purpose of Neuralink, is to create a high-bandwidth interface to the brain so that we can be symbolic with the AI. The ultimate objective of Neuralink is to combine AI with people and technology in its symbolic connection to lessen the danger or totally avert the extinction scenario. They are working to make it possible for people with paralysis to easily and quickly operate computers and mobile devices directly using their brain activity. Neuralink showcased a monkey utilizing the Neuralink implant to play ping pong in April 2021 as a test experiment. Hopefully, the human-machine merger scenario will be essential for resolving the AI control issue. Do you think Elon Musk is right when he said AIs are deadlier than nukes? Or was it just a subtle bluff to make headlines? And do you guys think that merging AI with humans is an excellent idea to tame any potential threats of AI in the future? Drop a yes or no response in the comments section below. If you want to keep updated on the latest news, remember to subscribe with notifications turned on. Click the video on the screen to watch another fascinating video.